So now we have made it to talking about converting between improper fractions and mixed numbers. If you have not done so yet, please make sure that you have corrected your past section and shown Mr. Both how you did. So converting between improper fractions and mixed numbers. So we have two lovely folks here eating toast, French toast in the morning. The girl says, I have 5/3 slices of French toast. The gentleman says, I have 1 2/3 slices of French toast. So our question is, how are 5/3 and 1 2/3 related? Well, if we look at our plates, we have the girl who says she has 5/3 pieces. She has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she has 5 pieces, and they're broken up into thirds. The gentleman says he has 1 2/3 slices. Now he has 1 full piece and 2 smaller pieces. If we look at these two plates, if we were to separate this man's toast into 3, it would be the same amount. So today we're going to learn about how to switch our improper fractions, like 5/3, into a mixed number, like 1 2/3. So let's start with the steps on how to do this. So how to make improper fractions glad. So glad is the kind of the secret code that you can use to remember the steps. So make improper fractions glad by changing them into mixed numbers. So we're going to use the example of 29/4. And I know that it's done up here, but I'm going to do it again down here while I explain. So 29/4. So our first step says go divide the numerator by the denominator. So I'm going to set up my division. This is how Mr. Both likes to do her division. I'm going to say how many times can 4 go into 2? It can't, so it's going to get a buddy, which is 9. How many times can 4 go into 9? Well, it can go in 7 times. 4 times 7 is 28. And I'm going to subtract that with 1 left over. I'm going to put my remainder up here. When you are switching your improper fractions to mixed numbers, you do use remainders instead of decimals. Okay. My second step says leave the quotient, remember the quotient is the answer for our question, leave the quotient whole number as the mixed number whole number. Okay, so we're going to take that 7 and set her off to the side here, and we've done that step. Now it says always put the remainder as the numerator. So our remainder is 1, and it is going to be the numerator of our fraction. Last step, denominator stays the same. So our denominator before was 4, it stays the same as 4. And there we have created our mixed number. So 29/4 is the same thing as 7 1/4. Let's practice with our examples here. So write an improper fraction and a mixed number to describe each picture. So here I have 2 triangles. One is fully colored in and one is half colored in. So right away, Mr. was thinking, I can count the pieces. So 1, 2, 3, there's 4 pieces altogether, and I have 3 that are colored in. Okay. Now within each triangle, there are only 2 pieces. So that is going to become my denominator. So even though there's 2 triangles here, I'm just looking for what is equal, how many pieces equal 1 whole. In this case, it is 2 pieces equals 1 whole. Now if I look at the wholes, I have 1 whole already. So for my mixed number, I know I have 1 whole, it's already shaded in. And I have half of another. And half can be represented in a fraction as 1/2. So go ahead and try these next ones. And continue on with drawing and representing as you go.